Alright, in this video I'm going to show how to do a volume calculation on an object. So we're going to go into the model space, and the object we want to analyze is going to be this concrete here. So let's first pick our fence tool and just sort of get around the perimeter and then copy that to a new model space. It does have a hole here, which is probably going to be a problem. So let's do a little bit more cleanup. Let me get rid of this little post coming out. So you can go to right click, fence, delete inside or delete outside fence. We want to do inside in this case. Oops. This is how you delete your fence. So let's do that again. I was going to show you there's a hotkey for it as well. So you can just do Shift I, and that's the same as doing delete inside fence. Also, Seek S will rotate around the point that you put your seek position. All right. Normally we'd want points all the way around this, and what we would do is then we would just pick a point and then go to Tools, Mesh, Create Mesh, and this would be a complex meshing. All right, I think it wasn't able to go all the way around for some reason. So we'll pick this as well. Tools, Mesh, Create Mesh, Complex Meshing. All right, so that's all meshed now, which is good. Then we want to pick an elevation, and I guess really we need to do a little bit more cleanup because I think we just want this concrete area, so I'm just going to go ahead and fence out and then Shift I for delete inside fence. My hand tool to rotate around. Could be some additional problems over here, so I'm just gonna sweep across this and delete inside. All right. Once we have that put in place, now that it's all meshed, and again, we are missing a side here, we want to put in a reference plane. So I'll go to Tools, Reference Plane, and Show Active Reference Plane. And I want to move it up just right underneath the area that we're measuring. So I'll probably put the reference plane right here in this corner. And then I'll go to Tools, Reference Plane, Set Plane Origin at Pick Point. So now we've moved our reference plane up there. So since there's a couple meshes there, I'm just going to Window and say, I'm sorry, right click, Fence, select Fence. So those should both be selective now. Now I'm going to go to Tool, Volume, Mesh Volume, and then above the reference plane. That sampling, sometimes it'll let us go lower. I think the lowest you can go is 0.033, but sometimes it doesn't like it. Yeah, didn't like that. So I'm just going to leave it as it is right now. So it's telling us that we have 1.32 cubic feet, but again, it's not really getting the entire object there. So another way we can try to fix this, and again, it would be better if we just had all sides of this object, because that would have worked really well to get a good volume calculation. Let's see if I can just back up. Control Z out of here. Then S for seek. That looks like it doesn't really belong. Maybe it does. I can't tell. We'll just use it like this. So this time, instead of doing complex meshing, what we're going to do is we want to select the entire point cloud. So select fence, and then we're going to go to tools, mesh, create mesh, and we're going to do a 10 meshing using up direction. All right, so this should actually go all the way around and kind of fill in that hole, even though it's not exactly what was in the field, but I think we'll get a little bit more accurate calculation. All right, so let's go back to tools, reference plane. We'll use the same reference plane, show active, and then now we'll fence, right click, fence, select fence, and tools, measure, mesh volume above reference plane. Let's see if now it might take a little bit better or tighter measurements. So 0.033. Let's see if this works now. Yes. So now we've got 1.81 cubic feet. So that sort of closed up the hole around, and it's giving us a volume of our mesh. And I'll end on that. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.